just starting again because something I didn't, my sound was not working properly. So I'm hoping that my dear friends who were here a moment ago will just come back. Let me just move this up a little bit. Get it where I want to get it lined up. All right. So I'm so sorry, you guys. I had a little bit of a sound problem, but I'm going to start again. And let me get my Palo Santo. Hi, Race B. Can you hear me? I'm hoping you can hear me. Hi, Janice. Can you hear me? Sarah, can you guys hear me? Oh, good. Thank you so much, you guys. Sarah, Janice, thank you. W- Could you hear me on the other recording? I wasn't sure, so I turned it off. But just as I was thinking about that, I thought about how who of us likes to make mistakes? Who of us likes to have issues with their video, right? And so it's so important to use all these opportunities to just calm down and trust that it's all good. But anyway, so Cancer, okay, good. I'm glad I started over. So the Cancer new moon is important. It's all about self-care. And if you have Cancer in your chart, it's important, especially for you. So check your chart and see. This reading would be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and even Venus could be very involved here. And so, what we're aware of is that many people, especially those of you guys who are drawn to my work, many people are very tender-hearted for others, right? But it's not easy to honor your own feelings, okay? Oh, Raisby, I'm glad, or Flora, I don't want to say your name incorrectly. I'm going to put this card out here because this is the card that I drew for the collective before. And I feel like it's such a call to all of us to honor our feelings at least as much as you care about the feelings of others. Some of you may be very drawn to pets and animals because they're so innocent. Where's Murphy? Oh gosh, you guys, Murphy is so cute. I wish I could show you. He's perched himself right in the center of my pillows on my bed like a king, which cracks me up. But it's easier for me to have a tender heart towards animals because some of the humans in my life have hurt my feelings or made choices that I didn't understand. And so, what this Cancer moon is about is being able to honor your feelings as much as you honor others. And what I recommend is that you get a piece of paper and just create a ritual for yourself. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and read cards for you guys, I promise. But a good ritual would be for you to, for you guys to get out a piece of paper and a pencil and just write down the people that you love and care about. Okay, the people that you love and care about, especially the ones that are struggling. Something's not going great for them. And you know who you are, my darling Cancer, because you can get so exhausted caring about other people's lives that then your own feelings get buried. So as you write out the people and the things that are using your energy, right? They're using your energy to comfort them or even to pray for them. And I want you to look at that list and for each of the items, say out loud, I am just as important as this person. I am just as important as my cousin who's getting a divorce. I am just as important than my boss who is manipulating me. I am just as important than the person in my life who I wish loved me. Okay. So, Sudha, thank you. Because you know what? You're the perfect example. Wondering about a person, right? So, right now, here's a hard question. Are you ready for it, Sudha? Do you care for your feelings as much as you care for the other? Do you care for yourself as much as you care for Gopal? That's what this reading is about. Seeking yourself. How can you make yourself more magnetic to Gopal? If you want to be connected to someone, you have to strengthen your own magnetism, okay? Because you want to be attractive to Gopal, attractive like a magnet. But anyway, so that remember, Sudha, what did I just say? You're in separation. So do you care for Gopal more than you care for yourself? That's the question. You don't need to put it in here, but that's what we're looking at today in this reading because you are, the universe wants for you to find the peace and the love that you need inside of yourself first because it's not fair to you to care about someone more than you care for yourself. Okay, so moving forward. So let's see, Janice. Um, I just want to go back and see who's here. I am so happy to read cards for you guys today. And Flora, you were here first, and hi, Sarah, Janice. So I'm so glad to see you guys. And then who else was? Flora Sudha. Okay, good. Hi, CS. Okay, so Flora, you were the very first person to add something to the top of the stream. So when it comes to what you're wishing for, is love, romance? What is it that you want to get a reading for right now? Sudha, I'm glad that Gopal loves you. I'm glad, but that's what I want to know is do you love him more than you love yourself? That's the question of the moment. For love, are you single, Flora, or are you with someone? Just gonna mix the cards while I'm waiting. There's a little bit of delay always on the reading. If you're single or you're looking, sometimes you're with someone. Perfect. Because I was just going to say that we're on the same track, Laura. Because many times when you're with someone, it's a whole different challenge to nurture love. When you're looking, you want to plant the seeds and you want to start growing a new love. But for us right now, with Flora, what is it you need to know to um, flow. I'm going to use the flow to flow in more love because even though you're in a couple, the fact is that you are your way of being loved, your expression, how you tell people you love them, and how you receive love is completely different from other people because we're unique in how we're created. Our personalities are different. But when it comes to the heart of love, love itself is equally available for every person. But we must learn how to express it and how to experience it. So, Flora, what do we have for you, my friend? Ooh, release your blocks. Okay. So when you're with someone, you go through stages where you just get to know them. And then as you get to know them better, you need to compromise some of what you thought was true about him or her. You reevaluate as you go forward. So after 30 days to 60 days, you have questions and the energy starts to shift, but it's a time to grow. It's a time to go forward. And then 90 days, many times, is when you'll really see the person that you're with. And so, this figure being balanced in that yoga pose is a beautiful sign of somebody who's deeply at ease. Okay. So your call, Flora, is to, how can I say, radiate this kind of energy. Okay, where's my pointer? I'm a teacher, I can't help it. Okay, so as you radiate this assurity of who you are, how you want to be loved, and how you're expressing love, all of those things are developed in yourself before they're given to someone else. And unfortunately, nobody teaches any of this stuff when we're young. I'm 72 and I've been in and out of a lot of loving experiences, some with partners, others with children, adult children, friends. Um, I've moved a lot, so I've had a lot of hellos and goodbyes, but learning how to be balanced within your own experience with love is super important. Now, we have some blocks, Flora. You're not alone. This is the block club. I'm sure there are a few people here who also know what it's like to be blocked. A lot of it is just defensiveness, it's being snarky, being impatient with your person, something that you used to like now annoys you. All of these are elements of being blocked. Okay. And so, because of that, you have a bridge to cross between where you are now in your blocks to stability. Now, tapping is the very best solution that I know about. And today I will put in the community a couple of tapping resources that I use so that you can actually see the tools that I use myself. I do tapping also, and I'm happy to work with anybody who wants to have personalized tapping. More than happy to help you. But the point is releasing yourself from the past experiences of disappointment with your person will help you find that stability. And do you know what comes best with that stability? Your beautiful imagination. Instead of rerunning the things your person has done that annoy you, you can actually create a brand new narrative. And you can say, even though that used to bother me, I know there's something special between us and I'm going to hang in there. Even though there's some things about my person that make me very tense, the fact is, I know there's something deep between us that I can build on. One of my favorite affirmations coming from the work of Bob Proctor is, I am so happy and relieved now that I know I have a few blocks I can remove. I am so happy and relieved now that I am at peace with where I'm at right now. I am so happy and relieved that I found this new moon reading on the very day that I needed it. Okay. Be sure to follow me. I release videos every day that are just little like vitamins for your soul. They're little tiny lessons that will guide you along your way. And my contact information is in the where they keep contact information in the description box, and my email is there. So absolutely reach out if you want further resources or do you want to speak to me. I would love to hear what's going on with you. Okay. So now, oops, I almost forgot. Flora, I'm going to bring your moon magic card for you. Thank you guys for being here, for checking me out. Yes, I'm so happy and relieved that I find a moon reading. Isn't that something? It's exciting. Where are you, where are you living right now? I would love to know what part of the world you're living in. So let me just, aren't these cards beautiful, all these colors? And I'm drawn to this yellow one for you. Okay, let's take a look. Let me- Oh, how interesting. Look at that watch or that clock. And the clock is in between the water and the fire. So um, that makes me curious about you and your partner. I think astrologically you might be challenged, like fire and water. And so it might be that you kind of have a um, that you kind of have the watch is not functional in the water, right? So I feel like the message is for sure as you remove yourself and from your blocks and make some headway, especially with tapping, everything's going to work better. Okay. So let's see. I have a balanced relationship with time. I use time well. Okay, so this is so good. Take the time to write out that list. Write out a list of everything that you love about your person. Okay, take the time to write down everything you love about them, and then write down the things that are annoying you right now. And then make a decision that you will start to create habits, yoga, meditation, getting outside more, rituals. What can you do to bring yourself into more alignment for yourself? And then just take your eyes away from the annoying parts. Okay? Very good. Okay, let's see. Hello there, Laxmid. Man, that's a lot of information. Okay, and going back, and Sarah J, are you here? Janice, are you guys still here watching? I assume so. So I'm just going to go in the order of how people showed up, and I promise you, I will get to as many people as I can. Now, hi CS, welcome. As you're watching the readings, don't be surprised if you might not hear a piece of advice that's exactly for what you're looking for. The collective readings are that way, where that's why I like to call them parties, because we all get the gift. We all get the gift that is here for everyone. So, Sarah, fantastic. Hi, Laxman. So, Sarah. Let's see here. I'm going to go with Janice next and then Sarah. Okay. And Sarah, oh, great, Janice. Okay, excellent. Okay, Laxman, you do not need to repeat your request. I see you. Okay. Hi, Laxman. You just have to wait in line. Janice, you know what? I did it on the other reading. Let's see. Hang on. Yeah, I did it on the other reading, so I'm gonna do another one for you, okay? Oh, thank you, Laxman. I appreciate that. Thanks for being on my team, Team Catherine. You guys are great supporters. So, okay, so Janice. So we'll do Janice next. I appreciate you too, Flora. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up, you guys. I love you. Thank you. Okay, Janice. Wait, you know what? I better get a piece of paper and a pencil, or I'm gonna get lost. Once I start getting into the readings, I kind of get lost. So Janice, and then Sarah, and then Laxman. And if anybody else is here and I skipped you, just let me know, okay? Hi, Yashni. Welcome. Okay, let's see. Janice. Oh, Janice, I really appreciate you too. So, moon rituals. Why do a moon ritual? Well, for me, it just keeps me in touch with what I'm trying to manifest because I don't want to spend like 3 years focused on something that's a dead end. I mean, imagine going on a trip and going 100 miles, and at the end it says dead end, and then you have to turn around and leave. Okay. And so, with that in mind, that's what I'm thinking. Like right now for you, Janice, is that these moon readings, like there's new moon comes to every 28 days, and the full moon comes every 28 days. And it gives you a measure of time. If you're working on something, like you're trying to make a relationship better, or you're trying to decide what to do when you're with someone, how long are you going to put your life on hold? Okay, so I don't know why I'm saying that, Janice, but it could be for somebody else that's here. Hi, Ashley, welcome. And hi, Kayla. Oh, you guys, I'm so glad you're here to the party. So, Janice, okay, this is such a beautiful tip for you, Janice, because gratitude is like a magic elixir. Oh, you were born on a full moon. Okay, so this is really important. Um, I would do a ritual Hold on a second. If you email me, patternbreakertarot@gmail.com, email me, Janice, and I will email you back a link with a full moon ritual on it. Okay. I wrote a full moon ritual and I just need to get the link and I can give it to you and anyone else that wants it because it's important. For you to listen in with practice gratitude. Now, if you've never heard of it, there's a fantastic book. It's called Think and Grow Rich by a lady named Pam Grout. And it is wonderful. I wonder if I have it right here. Oh, yeah, let me grab it so I can show it to you. Hold on. Okay, so this is the book. Think and Grow Rich. Definitely one of the best books out there for you to experiment with gratitude. See how it says a 30-day experiment in shameless gratitude and unabased joy. Okay. So, yes, I'm going to keep doing readings, guys. I'll be with you, I promise. Anyway, so what I wanted to show you is that life is very weird because the lady who wrote this book, Pam Grout, wrote another book called E Squared. And I wrote to her, I wrote her an email and I thanked her for this wonderful book she wrote. And guess what happened? She wrote back to me and asked me if I would like to be in her book. No kidding. So she put my story in her book. And after she did that, literally hundreds of people have come into my life. Isn't that something? It, gratitude completely changed my life. And if you want to just be practical, do something about your gratitude practice. All of you guys, Ashley and CS and Janice, every one of you. I can pretty much guarantee that you will blast your life into the stratosphere studying gratitude. Okay. There, there's my little speech. But here you are, Janice. Every message you get here is different, right? And this is really a good one. Okay, so now let's draw you your moon magic card. So everybody hit that little heart over there. Hit that little heart for Janice to just take up that. Yeah, it wasn't really a blessing, Flora. I never saw that coming. I've tried to manifest various different things in my lifetime. But what I have found is the universe always brings you way more than you want. I wish I could explain because I've had some amazing things happen. A hot air balloon ride. Paid for me to go on a hot air balloon ride. Somebody sent me on a cruise. They paid for a cruise for me to be a companion for their mom. I'm not kidding. I didn't have that on a vision board or anything. It just happened. So, Janice. Oh, I love a lot of cards coming up with about freedom, the freedom. And this again, as you're wondering about love, because you guys, it's all about love, right? We want to be cared for. It's like you are going to be cared for to the same extent that you care for yourself. Okay. Practice gratitude. Okay. Next, we have Sarah. Hi, Sarah. And I'm just going to write down some names here. Ashley. Okay, is there okay, Ashley, and then so I have this is what's happening. Sarah, Laxman, Ashley, and Jenkins, and CS. There you are. Okay, that's the lineup, you guys. So, um, okay, good deal. So, Sarah, what's going on? Remind me. You've been here before, I'm pretty sure, huh, Sarah? It's been a little while. Single. Some people want to be encouraged about their family of origin. Um, it could even be about pets, but wherever love is a little hungry, right now. That's what we want to seek the moon's guidance. Hey, foodie, I'll put you on the list. Oh, yeah, okay. What's on your heart? What would you like to hear from the moon today, my friend? Hey, foodie, you're next on the list. Or do you just want to That's you know what? You read my mind. You read my mind. I was just gonna say, or should we just do, whatever energy is there for you? You know what, Sarah? Lexman, you know what, Lexman? Would you don't need to repeat. Take a breath. I know that you're waiting in line and you just have to be patient. Patience? Ah, I could probably do a reading for you, Laxman, without cards. But I will honor your request. You just have to wait. And then I don't need any information from you. Spirit knows everything. Okay, I'm just feeling drawn to use the Palo Santo for you, Sarah. Mm. And just as the smoke rises, it carries the residue of what's troubling us. Okay? Let's draw our card, Sarah. Oh, very interesting for you, Sarah. A time of reflection, okay? The general theme for the readings today, Sarah, have been about self-care, overwhelming self-care. And you love tea, right? Tea is important for you. Um, and just the way you understand herbs and how you experience energy is very unique. And over time, because of stuff that's happened, you've had to really take good care of yourself. And sometimes I think you might feel guilty, or you might feel like other people have needs that are more important than yours. You know what I mean? But in this situation, it's so important that you assess the situation, look at all angles. Okay? Look at all angles. Because right now, you're seeing a situation from one vantage point, okay? You're seeing your situation from only one angle. Imagine if you went to and maybe this is something you could do with your home, is just bring a meditation pillow, blanket, chair, and at each corner of your home, sit, look at the home, and have your heart filled with gratitude, but just notice, observe what you think, feel, and experience looking at a single corner of your home, and then go over to the next corner and sit there in the same way. I've never recommended anything like this in my whole life, but I'm just feeling like it's a concrete way for you to behave in a way that looks at all the angles. Okay, so give that a try. And, let's see, hold on. There is something here about physical movement. Okay, physical movement. Even if it's just to stand up and walk across your house, do it. But right now, there's something calling about physical movement and tapping. Yes, be sure to check out what am I trying to say here? Well, be sure to check out the community here, the posts, because I am posting tapping scripts from Brad Yates over there, and he's the best. Okay, he's very, very good, and I think tapping would be easy for you to do. Of course, I'm available for private work. You guys all know that. You can email me. All the contact information's in the description box. Okay, so Sarah, Oh, you know what? Oh, ooh, yeah. I don't know how mosquitoes are where you are, but it might be interesting to do this exercise tonight. Like just at dusk or when it's just starting to get dark. That might be really interesting to look at the four corners of your house from a dusky, half moon, half light, half dark situation. Okay. Mm. Very interesting. Libra, I will put your name on the list and I'll read off the list here after I finish with with Sarah. So, Sarah, this is interesting because we see the clouds. It reminds me of being on an airplane, above the clouds, and just how huge this moon is. And we're seeing a sliver of it. So, I think that I'm drawn to the fact that the colors are coordinating here. But also, I feel like it's not going to be long before you feel relief. It's like as the moon opens itself up to be seen again, so when you see the moon in this configuration in the sky, I want you to pause and remember this reading. Okay, because you should be experiencing some relief for your situation. Imagine that this is a sun, right? Excuse me, that it's a smile, that the moon is smiling at you. Okay. And lastly, use the moon. Rituals, again, if you want to shoot me, anybody who's listening, if you would like me to give you a ritual that you could follow for the new moon, just write to me at patternbreakertarot@gmail and I'll send it to you. Okay. Oh, I just love you, Sarah. You guys, I have to tell you a story about Sarah. One time I was doing a reading for her. Gosh, that was like 6 months ago, wasn't it? It was a long time ago. And I was doing my cards like I do, like this, where I just am going through and going like this. And um, one of them flew out of my hands, and I had a candle there, and it caught on fire. Isn't that true, Sarah? And it was incredible because the card itself was very telling for her situation, but the fact that it's caught on fire made the reading that much more intense. And I was going to throw the card away and think I'll get a new deck, and I thought, no, no, no. I'm keeping that card in the deck because I love how the universe uses everything. And Sarah, may that be a last word for you, that the universe uses everything to help us cross the bridge from, okay, let's say that this corner of the card, whoops, this corner of the card is where you are right now. Okay, you're sitting on this cold crystal thinking, how are you going to get to your destination? So you might be looking for love, you might be wanting a better financial situation, whatever it is, there's a bridge that you have to cross to get from where you are now to where you want to be. And that will never change. Okay. So, how do we build the bridge? Gratitude. No kidding. It's as easy as that, because especially on a bad day or when things aren't going well, Janice, isn't that true? It's like we have to go from where we are to where we want to be. And it's just self-acceptance and gratitude, right? It's like each plank of the bridge is either made out of self-acceptance or gratitude. And the more you practice those habits, the more you absolutely will get what you want. Okay. So, let's see, where am I? I am Sarah. Go forth and prosper, my friend, and reach out. Okay. Reach out. You've got my email address. I would love to hear from you. Okay. Laxman. Okay, everybody, Laxman has been very patient. So if everybody would send love to Laxman, just hit that heart over there. I know you can do it, but I am so grateful that Laxman has been patient and I want to reward him. I don't have a little heart thing on mine. So, yes. Okay. So, do not tell me what's going on, Laxman. Okay. This is about the moon. There's a heart. Thank you, you guys. This is love for you, Laxman, for your patience. Thank you so much. Now, Laxman, what this reading is about you. Hi, Laura. Welcome. This reading is about you. And so all the questions, Lyra, you are, let me read off the names now. So Annette Laxman, then we have Ashley Jenkins, CS, Hey Foodie, and then Laura, and then Lyra. Okay. Hi, Lauren and Christine. Hi, Laura. I do paid readings privately, yes, and but these are just these are free readings for the moon. It's a party. Welcome to my party. So anyway, to Laxman, what we need to know is what the moon, if the moon could send you an email, okay, Laxman? The moon is going to send you an email. It's going to say, Dear Laxman, Dear Laxman, this is what you need to know today to resolve your situation. Okay, so this is different sort of reading, right? I'm not. It's not about the situations. It's about you and what if the moon could write you an email, what would it say? Got it? Okay, let's see what we got here. Take a breather. So when before I got a feeling as I was getting ready for you, Laxman, that it's not easy for you to be patient, that you are highly active, that it's hard for you to sit still. You just your engine goes like this. Okay, so through this morning here, or it's afternoon now, you had to wait a long time to get your reading. And it was hard at first, but you were able to wait. And so I love that for you, Laxman. The items that are bothering you, let's say there's three or four things going on that you just feel like you need to know about them. I understand completely because it can be very hard to control a busy mind. My mind goes 1,000 miles an hour. I'm thinking of new ideas all the time. But thankfully, I'm learning how to meditate, and it's worth it for me. It's 15 minutes in the morning, and I do use an app. I love it so much. It's called The Way and Henry Shookman. And I'm learning through breath that I can detach from my to do list. So it's really helping me. So, Laxman, it's important that you learn something about the breath. So, there's a website called Breath with Sandy, I think is the name. It's excellent. There's short videos that'll teach you how to oxygenate your body better. Okay, Laxman? Now, you might wonder, well, what does that have to do with all these issues? It has everything to do with it because when you're fully oxygenated, you get better ideas for sure. When you have enough oxygen, you're going to feel less stressed and drinking more water. That will also help you. Water and air. Okay, Laxman? So this is very cool. Um, hey, foodie, you don't need to put your information in. Okay, you're on the list, and you don't need to tell me anything. Listen to the collective readings and soak in the stories. That will be a good practice for you. Okay, hey, foodie. Okay, so Laxman, breath. Yoga would be very, very, very nice for you to slow you down. Okay. And again, Lexman, you're asking me all things about things that are happening outside of you. Okay. All those things are outside of you. You inside of you. You need to breathe and to meditate. You will get your answers through that. Isn't that annoying to have me tell you it that way? But it's true. Everything you're looking for needs to have a center point inside of you. Okay, let me pull a moon magic card for you. Remember, this is a message from the moon. The moon is saying that, well, first of all, you're not going to get all those answers with a single card. I mean, to do four different questions would take a long time and a lot of cards. This message today is as if the moon itself sent me and said, I want Laxman to stop thinking about their problems, and to start thinking about their connection with the divine. Look at how these cards go together. Isn't that beautiful, you guys? Take it to heart, Lexman. I know that you're coming to me for that other information, but right now the universe wants to be more connected to you because the ideas are there. You just need that connection with the divine to plug in. I accept and create more flow and pleasure in my life. So, Laxman, um, who can I say that I would recommend? If you go to your YouTube search and just search for meditation for beginners, that would be excellent. And just make a study of it. Just do it for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, it'll be a full moon. You can come back here, come back for the full moon reading. You can tell me what's going on and tell me if you were able to practice either breathing or yoga and let me know what happened. That's the solution that the moon has for you. Self-love. It's all about self-love. Okay, next we have Ashley. Hey, Ashley. Everybody, let's send some love to Laxman. It's kind of hard when you get these messages, okay? But it's so important. Remember, Laxman, I think I'm a little older than you. Like I could probably be your grandmother. And so because of that, I just want you to know sometimes tough love is necessary. But getting yourself connected to your source and to your intuition is going to pay off just everything you want is there. Okay. Ashley, welcome. I'm so glad and thank you for your patience. I hope that you have found some guidance in the collective reading so far. But would you just like a general new moon reading, or do you have a relationship situation that you need guidance? What do you think? Mix the cards a little bit. And after Ashley, we have Jenkins, CS, Hey Foodie, and Lyra. And then I think Laura, did you? Oh, Janice, would you like a card? Oh, Kaylee. Kayla. Okay, let me put Kayla after Lyra. You guys have such beautiful names today. And I'm going to put Janice in. Um, Giata is okay. Thank you guys. I so appreciate you being here today for the party. If you're having fun, please do hit that thumbs up. It means a lot to me, you guys. Relationship future, the future of your current. So you're with someone. Thank you, Lara. So you're with someone right now, and so you're wanting okay, so remember, okay, so the deal is that imagine the moon has heard your request, okay, Ashley? The moon has heard your request. What is the wisdom if the moon sent an email to you? Dear Ashley, this is what I want you to know. Okay. Um, okay. So it could be that one or both of you is a Scorpio. That strikes me. Also, I am a Scorpio. And I think in the last reading with Laxman was when, I feel like I need to be careful when I am strong because I don't want to sting people. I don't want to ever leave people feeling stung because the readings sometimes go in a different direction than the person is thinking. You know what I mean? But it might just be a sign for you that you're in the right spot and that this message really is divinely appointed for you because the meeting at the moon with a scorpion woman here, but breathe through the tension. So it's interesting that the breath has come up for a couple of the people. And I wish I knew for sure. Uh, there's a YouTube channel I think it's called Breathe with Sandy. And I've just gotten introduced to him, but he's very good teacher of doing therapeutic breathing. And so I want you to take that to heart. In the Cancer energy, Cancer is an energy that puts other people before themselves. It's part of the energy of Cancer. So, whereas if you have Cancer in your chart, that would be emphasized. But all of us have a chance to be uncomfortable with our emotions. Some people are uncomfortable because they can't speak their truth, and other people are uncomfortable because they're with someone who never shuts up. You know what I mean? And so I feel like right now with your person that there's tension and that part of you is maybe at a to how the river is turning, that you may be at a place where you're like, well, what if this ends here? What if it stops? Well, what do I need to know? How do I take care of the situation? But then if you look out here, the river did keep going. Okay, so there is this tension that's happening right now, but it has to do with emotional communication. Now, there's a guy I love on Facebook. I mean, not Facebook, on YouTube, and he's called Jimmy on Relationships. So you might want to jot that down. He does really good, quick advice on communication. Jimmy on Relationships. And another thing that I find quite helpful is the book, or there's YouTube's about the five love languages. And even if you have taken the quiz and you know what your love language is, it'd be a good idea to take it again. And if your person will take it, that would be great because there's life here. The river is life. Okay. But there's also tension. And if you've been with a person longer than a minute, you're going to trigger each other. I know Abraham Hicks, you guys know I love Abraham, and somebody said, well, aren't we supposed to be happy with our partners? And she says, well, yes, for a minute, but nobody wants to be somebody's everything. Okay. Nobody wants to be somebody's everything. It puts way too much pressure on the artistic, beautiful, creative side of your relationship. And so, after you've been together for a while, learning how to communicate is key. And so, check out Jimmy on relationships. And also, remember that energy work is helpful. Yoga, breathing, tapping. If you've never tried tapping, you want to. It's a great tool for opening you up for the flow that you need to keep this relationship alive. Now, Janice is somebody who worked with me in, it was like 2000. Did it start? Wait, 2012-ish, I think, was when we met, and she was single at the time and wanted to be with someone, and so we did a lot of tapping. She was very resistant to the ideas that were there, because neither of us at that point, this years ago, we didn't realize how much guidance was in our conversations and the creativity of doing certain processes to get what she wanted. Was she resisted at first, but she wanted to have a partner more than anything, right, Janice? And so what she found out was that what she thought she wanted wasn't what she wanted at all. And once she loosened up and said I don't care what size, what shape, what ethnicity, I don't care anything. I just want someone who gets me. And after that, in within a within a short amount of time, she met a wonderful person. They are married, and they are married 10.5 years now. Okay. And she still is using the techniques that we learned back then, especially tapping. So I am here for you. If you want to have more information or you want to talk to me about tapping, my Gmail address, Janice, could you type it in there if you're free? Is patternbreakertarot@gmail.com. Drop me an email and I will definitely spend a little bit of time. We can talk and I can guide you on what would really help you forward. Okay. So let's see. Ashley, let's draw you. Oh, one more thing, Ashley. When you're feeling more stable, when you learn to breathe through your annoyances and not get triggered, it's possible, then the part of your brain that is the smartest, the part of your brain that can be creative and think of solutions will be turned on. When you're tense, distressed, and upset, the smartest part of your brain flips off and you go into survival mode. Okay, so there you have it. Okay, let's pick one of these cards for beautiful Ashley. I hope that the moon's message was helpful for you, my friend. This woman, I love her. I love this figure because look how she's standing. She's just so proud. She's proud and capable. I'm capable and competent to take care of myself, right? I am so grateful and happy now that I know I'm capable of taking care of myself. I am so happy and grateful now that I know I'm going to be okay no matter what. That's really a good one. Remember, this person you're wondering about, yes, they may be with you for years. They may not, but you always are going to need your own inner guidance to let you know if this is something that's worth nurturing. Okay. This is wonderful energy for you, Ashley. Stand strong. Okay. Next, we have Jenkins. Jenkins, are you still here? Is there something specific or? You are sure welcome, Ashley. Everybody send love to Ashley that she can learn to breathe more deeply and fill herself with life-giving oxygen. Imagine each heart that you hit is sending her oxygen for her spirit. Okay, hit the thumbs or there we go. Thank you, Lyra, sending love to you, Ashley. We're all here together at this party. I don't have food, darn. If you were here, I could give you some tea and get out some snacks, but we'll have to use pretend ones. But anyway, so Jenkins, we're just going to pull a card for the what was I going to say? Oh yeah, for the general situation. General. Oh, thank you guys for hitting those icons. Thanks for the thumbs up. Love it, you guys. Thank you for the love. I really appreciate you. Okay, Jenkins. So Jenkins, cancer is a time of learning how to take care of yourself. Now, those of you in the collective who are just listening in as I'm going along here, people that find me have a very similar vibe. It's very cool that way. And so what's happening right now is that we are having a meeting, we're having a party, and we're celebrating what is working out well for us. Most of the people that come into my world are very desiring to manifest a better lifestyle, but also to just have peace of mind along the way. Remember the example I talked to you about the bridge? Like many people who want something from the universe. So, Jenkins, let's say here you are and you want something, a partner, new career, whatever it is that you are. 2010, was it we met? Holy moly, Janice. So, my sister. But anyway, so here you are over here waiting for the thing that you're wanting. It's not in your current vision. You can't see it with your eyeballs. So we know it's apart from you. So for the sake of this illustration, we'll say the thing you're wanting, let's say it's some money, a new boyfriend, a woman to commit to you, whatever it is that you're wanting is just not within sight. So our job is to build a bridge to this. Okay. And the way we do that is by being more and more magnetic so that we are drawn together. As we become more magnetic to what it is we're wanting, we are naturally and organically drawn together, whether that's work, love, relationship, or being treated better by your family. It's all the same. So for Jenkins, we do have two figures here, and it is the very first time we've seen two figures on the cards since I started the readings nearly an hour ago. So for me, this is a real call for you to speak your truth right now. Okay, Jenkins, there's something going on that has not been comfortable. You know something needs to be said, but you've been stalling. You feel nervous and you do not want to hurt anyone's feelings. But Jenkins, what you're not seeing is that your love for your person is indestructible. They are already feeling like something's off with you. And guess what? They're kind of blaming themselves. They're thinking, what have I done? Why are you mad? It's pattern breaker tarot, Janice. Okay, just add the tarot in there. Thank you, darling. But what is it that they already kind of know you have something to say. And so they're thinking it's them. There's something wrong, that there's been a failure, and that's not it at all. You've just been stuck, stalled, and not able to speak your truth. So right now, at the very top of your chest, I'm just going to do a little EFT right now. So everyone, at the very top of your chest, find the notch at the top of your breastbone. Find the notch, and then on either side of that, those are collarbone points. And you just want to tap on one or both of your collarbone points and then repeat after me. Even though I'm nervous, I know I can do it. Even though I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, I know I can do it. Even though it's hard to believe, sometimes a little pain is necessary. Even though I'm a little uncomfortable about it, I'm willing to follow spirit's guidance. Okay, good. Shake out your hand. Yes, because you need to speak. You need to. You know what it is, and you know that you need to add your voice to this situation. Okay, Jenkins? If you want, definitely, you can always email me, patternbreakertarot@gmail.com. Pattern Breaker Tarot. And now I'm just going to draw a card for you, Jenkins. And next we have CS and then Gita. I choose to take a higher perspective and widen my views. Absolutely. An absolutely beautiful, beautiful card. Let's just look at the rabbit. See how the rabbit, it looks like a rabbit next time you look at the moon. But it's time. It's time for you to trust. It's going to happen eventually. It's time to do it. This cleansing Cancer new moon is backing you up 100%. Also, if there's an 1111 at the top of the screen, 11 people here and 11 thumbs up. And so it's just a sign that you are on the right track here. Okay. All right, moving forward. Thank you for visiting. This is Catherine. Welcome to our tarot party. We're doing readings from the new moon, and it's Jenkins' turn. No, Jenkins just had his turn. CS, and then I have Gita and Lyra, Kayla, and Janice. Okay, so let's see here. CS, are you still here, CS? Let's see. So this is what the what is the message that we have for CS? New moon in Leo shine. So, CS, it looks to me like your summer is going to be full of fun. Okay, there's a lot of things that are lined up for you. Like how the airport where the planes are all coming in for a landing, and you can see them at nighttime. You can see their headlights out on the horizon, and a new plane will land. And then if you watch the sky, you can see those headlights appear. I'm a little geeky that way, but I could sit and watch that for an hour. In fact, Janice used to live in a place. I did some house sitting for her, and you could sit and watch airplanes come in from her deck. And I remember that being one of my favorite experiences. But for UCS, their shine, such a simple message. You may be a person who has withheld themselves, that feels like you don't want to be the center of attention. You're like, no, no, don't put the spotlight on me. But the thing is, though, you have things about you you don't realize that are very attractive to certain people. And ironically, those people are your tribe because you have your own way of looking at things, you have a unique personality, you've been a bit shut off in the past, in the dark, feeling left out. But right now, before their new moon happens once a month, and so the next one, the one in August, and when we're in Leo season, I want you to remember this reading, okay, CS, because there are a lot of opportunities coming your way. You may be shy about saying yes to some of them, but just think it through and talk yourself into it. Say things to yourself like, I can always leave early if it's not fun. But just make an appearance at places so that you have the chance to meet some other sunflowers. Okay. This is a wonderful reading. This whole month of Cancer, the month of Cancer, the month of Cancer. Cancer season is all about investigating where your self care is and really staying in tune with what you need. And right now, you need to shine. You need to be outside of your normal environment. Go to coffee shops you don't usually go to. Do your grocery shopping at a place you don't usually go to. It's something here around your energy that is just so many juicy opportunities all summer long. And I can't wait to hear about it. So come back and tell me, CS. Okay, let me draw. Let me draw a moon magic card for you, CS. Don't be surprised if you don't receive a personal message here when it's not even your card that I drew. It's kind of the magic of the collective readings. So here's our card, and I am open and responsive to the abundance of the universe. Okay, so CS and everybody else, go ahead and just lay your hand on your chest, right over your heart, and then I'm going to have you repeat this after me. It's one of the newest affirmations I'm using, just because it makes me feel, um, well, I feel happy. I feel connected to the affirmation. So give it a try. I am so grateful and happy now that I am open and responsive to the abundance of the universe. And now I'll say the whole thing. Just hold your hand right over your heart. I am, excuse me, I am so happy and grateful now that I am open and responsive to the abundance of the universe. Thank you for creating that wonderful affirmation with me, you guys. Together, we are a mighty force making a dent in the universe. This time from Chris Reck from Minnow Pond Tarot. If you haven't ever seen Minnow Pond Tarot, Chris, he's fabulous. Okay, Pushbu, Pushbu, I'm going to put you in the list. And I'll tell you who's next right now. We have Gita, Gyata, Lyra, Kayla, Janice, and Kushbu. Okay, so moving right along. Let me get a drink. Hi, Payu. Hi, Gyata. Okay, so now what we want to do is don't tell me what your situation is, okay, Gita? Just hold in your mind what it is you're wanting to know. Okay? Just hold in your mind. If you were to make a wish about the situation and your wish came true, I want you to just think about that. And then let's see. Imagine that it's in this day of a new moon, which is so juicy. I mean, this new moon is a lot of energy for healing and love, okay? So, as if the moon itself wanted to give you a personal message, okay, Gita? Oh my goodness. Oh, what a beautiful card. So the first thing I notice is this posture, the posture of this figure. And I don't know if you like to dance, Gita, and that you may even have a dress like this that is flowing. If you don't, you might want to get one. Some of the feminine things that we can incorporate in our energy, we only have to do stuff at home. We don't have to go doing it out in the neighborhood if you don't want to. But there's something about moving in a gown, in a dress that the wind can blow. It just makes me feel more feminine when I feel something flowing around me. And so for you, Gita, there's some things going on for you right now that you are overthinking. Okay. Sometimes they call it paralysis by analysis, where you just keep trying to figure something out. Now, the message for you is to sit down. Stop. Meditation would be very helpful. Have you ever heard of the candle meditation? You light a candle and then just look at the flame. Just look at the flame. You can even just look for a minute. CS, I just finished your reading. Okay, so what's the time marker right now? Write this down. 66:19, 66 to the 66th minute, and then back it up, and it'll be right before. I'm going to put the timestamps for you. Okay. Okay. So the level of busyness that you have, Gita, is keeping you from your answer. Okay. The thing that you want to know right now is important. But look how the figure is reaching for the moon. The feeling I'm having for you is that I don't know what your sign is, but there's a deep relationship between you and the moon. I don't know if you even might not be aware of that. Depends how studied you are with astrology, but there's a connection here that's important because once you feel this divine connection, you're going to trust your decisions more. It's not so important. Oh, Sagittarius, okay. It's not so important to never make a mistake, just to make the decision and just do it because you will always learn. At fork in the road, it's not one wrong, one right. It's just plan A and plan B. So don't overthink things. Sit still. Close your eyes. Do the candle meditation. Look into the flame and just let your mind enjoy it. And then close your eyes and remember what the flame looked like. That's enough, Gita. That's enough of an experience right now to bring you that inner connection to help you make the decision. Okay. Your intuition knows. Your future self knows what's best. And that future self always reaches to you in times of quiet, meditation, when you're outside taking a walk. Okay. So let's pull a moon magic card for you. There are a lot of free resources, you guys, on my website, manifestfaster.com, and you can find lots of free material and you can read about, there's a quiz you can take, and it's something that I can do to help you just through email and messaging. Okay, so let's take a look here for Gita. Oh, look at this is so cool. So this woman looks like she's dancing right? So I just feel that too. Whatever is soul music for you or sacred music, dance alone, dance around your house and move your body in that way. It's just going to free up your energy. I can guide and lead others wisely and with love. Absolutely. You have a stream of energy running through you, Gieta, that is supposed to be in harmony with other humans. Now, whether it's the ones you think or some people you haven't met yet, as you learn to sit still and be meditating as well as dancing, it's like two sides of the same coin. Graceful dancing and mindful sitting are going to really facilitate you with the decisions you have to make. Okay. What a beautiful reading. Thank you for being here today because it's just super fun. I receive so much. Every single one of these readings goes right into my heart. I love to be able to do this today under this beautiful energy of the new moon. Okay, let's see who's next. Lyra. Lyra, are you? I think I saw you were still here a bit ago. You guys are so patient to hang out and wait. There you are, Lyra. Okay, Lyra. Okay, hey, Reet. Okay, so Reet. Oh, I'm so glad, Geeta. So Reet, now remember that, whoopsie, that, okay, so your concerns about your education, it looks like. Okay, all right. So, okay, let me get comfortable here. Okay, so what I'm hearing you ask when you ask about your education is that you want to know something that's going to happen. Okay, you want to know in advance something that's going to happen. And is that's not what life is. Okay, because think about it. If you knew all the answers today of everything, what what fun would that be, right? Right now you want to be guided to the what you need to know because if you got an answer that was good, you're like, yes, yes, this is going to happen. You would not experience these next few months the way you will simply trusting the universe and listening to what you can do on the way to August. Okay. So, my dear Reet, and you're a Cancer, so happy birthday to you. And let me just take a breath. Okay. Let me mix the cards up a little. Okay. What does Reet need to know? What does Reet need to know? Thank you. Thank you. The dear moon. The moon is such a gift to us, isn't it? The moon is so consistent. It always looks the same. And it's so close to the earth that we can feel its presence. It's a very powerful piece of our experience. And yet, how many people never even look at it? They take it completely for granted. So, thank you, Reet, for being open to find out what the moon wants you to know. This month of this Cancer season is all about self healing and self love. That I'll say before we start. And here we have think it through. Okay. So this is very nice for you, my Sagittarius friend. What you need to excuse me, the new moon it's a new moon in Gemini. What you need to do right now is to create a roadmap. we're going to create a document where you can keep the energy of this university decision. Okay, you need to have a place to put it. Right now, imagine that if I just hold my hands here like they're in a ball, right? So I'm holding my hands as if I have a butterfly inside my hands. And I'm just holding that very, very tight. And that is now squeeze your hands together. It's tight. You're taking care that nothing wrong happens. It's a lot of energy going to keeping your hands in this position. Okay, now let your hands go completely. We need to create a container for you so that you can capture the energy and it won't be torturing you all the time. Okay? Because Sagittarius, I don't know much about astrology, but just the personalities, there's things that you really, freedom is very important to you and not being restricted. And I think you feel in your energy, it's like, oh no, I can't hold on to this energy of this decision for 2 months. That'll be terrible. And you're right, it would be terrible. So get out a piece of paper and you want to write down two we're going to have blah, blah, blah. Fold the paper in half so that we have two columns, the column on the left and the column on the right. Now on the column of the left, what you want to do is list all of the benefits of the first decision. Like you do, it's a yes, so what your preferred situation. Write it all the details of that on the left side of the paper. Okay. Now, this is where you get to use your imagination. And it's a little tricky, okay, Reet? But on the other side of the paper, you want to create a alternative. Okay. If I didn't get this first choice, do I want to happen instead? Okay, so we're going to do a script. We're going to create a list of a plan B. Because once you have a plan B that you accept because your imagination fed it to you, then you've got your container. Okay, so let me repeat. On the column on the left side, you write down all of the things about your preferred decision. If this happens, it'll be perfect because of this and this and this and this and this. And then on the other side of the paper, you remember you can blame it on me. You can say, Catherine said to do it, and I really don't want to, but I'm going to do it anyway. How many times did Janice say that over the whole time we've worked together, where I don't let her get away with anything because she wants something to happen, period. Okay, so, and the digital notes, that's fine, Reed. On the other side of the paper, you want to create my perfect plan B. Okay, so make a note. My perfect plan B. Now, I know that's hard because you'd rather think of plan A the whole time. I don't blame you. I don't. But unfortunately, that you cannot control that. But you can control using your imagination. So you create a story. So plan B. That would be perhaps it's a different if it I don't know your situation and I don't need to know it, but you want to create the perfect situation for a plan B. Okay. It could be that because this didn't work out, you might have met new people. Okay, Bushan, please stop spamming. I see I have a long list of people. Okay. Where am I? Oh, I'm over here with you, Reet. Yes, so work on a plan B. And if you feel resistance, like I don't want to do a plan B, that's ridiculous. Why is Catherine saying that to me? It's just because it's just because it changing how you do things is going to be okay for you. Trust me. And you'll feel more prepared. And then what happens is let's say you worry about it, comes into your mind and you're worried about it again. You think, oh gosh, if that doesn't happen, I'll be so disappointed. Just get your list out, have your list handy, and then just add to it. Okay, so whatever, just add one item to both to both lists. Okay, And I think it will really help you. I hope that I explained that okay. Okay. So now let's just pick you manifest blah, blah, a moon magic card. Whoops. Okay. Very interesting. Oh, this is cool. Okay, so what I see for you, Reet, is this is you and you, right? So you need to organize your thoughts. You need to say, no, I'm not going to let myself obsess over that. I can't change anything about it. They're going to do what they're going to do. But the plan B could be perfect. You could take the year off and go travel. You say, well, where would I get the money? Who cares? It's just let's pretend. You could move to a different part of the world. There's so many things. If this says no, use your imagination and then give a high five to yourself because you are going to feel so much more confident after you get this situation taken care of. Okay. Thank you. Gosh, what a fun reading. These are fun. I don't know if you guys are having fun. Hey, hit that thumbs up, everybody. Be sure to hit the thumbs up and let Google, let other people know about the party that they can come and join in. And who, hi, Rachel. Welcome, my friend. So glad to see you. I appreciate you guys being patient with the way I'm doing it today and trying to get to everybody. We'll see how I do. But thank you for being here and sharing your time and your energy with me. I appreciate it. Oh, good. I'm glad you got some peace out of it. The moon is such a beautiful energy, you guys. If you think about the sun being so harsh, I live in Tennessee and it's super hot right now. Like you really can't be outside and it's 90 something. It's very humid and hot. But the moon never gets that. It's just this beautiful, gentle, cool light. And so it's my pleasure to bring the moon to us today, the new moon. It's been a while, Rachel is right. I have been really busy. Thank you for asking. I launched my website, which is manifestfaster.com. I've been working really hard on it. I have a lot of free resources over there. There's even a quiz you can take about manifesting. So that's where I've been spending a ton of time lately. And now I'm very proud of it. And so I hope you all will go over and take a peek. So who do we have next? We have Kayla. Hi, Kayla. Are you still here with me? I'm going right through the list because I will, it'll be recorded. I'm going to put, excuse me, it'll be time stamped for you. Okay, Rachel, let me add you. Hi, Kayla. You guys bless my heart that you're just hanging out with me. And I really appreciate it. So, Kayla, is there something specific? What love area? Family, romance? Are you with somebody? Are you single? Let me write down Rachel. Thank you. I really wanted to have a place where I could it's kind of more like a brochure, because I wanted to put a place where I could put my resources so you guys could check it out. Kayla, romance, and she is single. All right, let's see. So first of all, I'm feeling drawn. I try to, every now and then, when you make a decision to be more intuitive. You make a decision, it's like, you know what? I have made some poor decisions. Isn't that true, Kayla? I have let some people get close to me, and in hindsight, I think, what the hell was I thinking? Right? And the truth is that that's just part of it. Failure is a part of love. And when we get our hearts broken young, it can burn so deep. I mean, just look at Justin Bieber. God love him. But it can burn so deep that you are twisted by time you're 30 because of what people have done. Isn't that the truth, Kayla? So I want to light this Palo Santo just to clear the air. And then also, what birth sign are you? Tell me that while I get ready. This Cancer new moon is all about committed self love and self healing, self care. Okay. So just allowing the smoke to carry away the residue of relationships past and just carry away everything that might be holding Kayla back from finding someone who gets her. Just like Janice. Janice thought she knew what she wanted. And turns out the man that the divine delivered was opposite of everything she thought she wanted. And it turned out to be such a divine connection, divine counterparts. Because when you're with somebody that gets you, it's worth everything, isn't it? Okay, oops. Sorry, I just hit the wrong button and I kind of canceled us for a second. Okay, Kayla's a Cancer. Okay, and so gosh, Kayla, just knowing that, and Janice is a Cancer also, and I think that, when I met her, she was 42 and had never been married and had so much scar tissue. Oh my gosh, Rachel far out. Okay, um, so much scar tissue, I would say, just from the experiences from her growing up years. And then she dated a lot, and she would say something else besides dated, but she really had a dramatic 20s. And so, because of that, she got herself kind of in a box of self protection and self sabotage. And so, really, it was tapping that helped her so much. So, I will always be recommending tapping for breakup recovery. But at any rate, so single looking, let's take a look and see what the moon, and I like saying, if the moon could write you a message and tap you on the shoulder and deliver it and say, "Here are my thoughts for you." We have, oh, Kayla, wow, this is really a cool energy in this card. Okay. Wow. There's been quite a few cards that we've pulled today that have had this amazing strength pictured and dance and posing here. So there, and I have been feeling like that thing about yoga and stretching the body, moving the body, and immense flexibility here. But I feel like, as I described, Kayla, as I described a person who is kind of like has a layer of scar tissue on the heart, does that resonate with you? That it's tough and it kind of breaks your heart, literally, because I feel like I could be off here. This could be somebody else's energy who is watching right now, but I just feel this sense of wishing they were different, that the person feels how closed off they are, and that it's not them. They say to themselves, "This isn't me, and I want to have that freedom." So I'm sensing, Kayla, at some level that that is what's going on. This card is, dancing in the moon. Okay, so dancing under the moon. I don't know if you're into shamanic stuff or nature, fairies, and that sort of thing. It feels like you're being called into a deeper relationship with the moon, which makes sense to me. Okay, yes, I thought so, Kayla. I just felt it. And in fact, I've been if you go ahead, Kayla, lay your hand right on your chest, right over your heart, and just leave it there while I'm doing your reading, because I've just been holding that posture on your behalf. And what I'm noticing is all these jagged purple pieces that are coming out. So I feel like that's the echo of the experiences that you've had, right? And the purple is the divine. It's the color of the divine. And so there's healing coming for you right now. And I'm so glad. I'm sure it's confirmation for you because you're sensing it. And it's time to step into your power, that there's something you may know what the call is on your life. I feel like you're going to be using your voice, because right when I said that, my throat closed, which is always my sign that someone's having a hard time speaking their truth. But I think that the freedom that you're learning to experience is going to be really helpful for others. And so it might be speaking to people. You might be a reader like me. You might be an artist, but there's something about your expression that's going to bring healing in the same area where you have felt lost. Haven't you found that's true in your life? So there is a call, step into your power. I would use the rest of the month or the until the next full moon, Kayla. I would use this time to just, first of all, get rid of some clutter, go through your closets and your drawers and make three piles, one of throwaway, one of giveaway, and one to sell, to keep. Throw away, give away, or keep, and just declutter, do a little of minimalistic living to prepare. And then also that will be reflected in your inner life. And you may find certain habits are something you want to give up. You might want to b- commit yourself to more yoga and meditation, whatever it is. But then when the full moon happens, and you prepare to release everything that appears to you in the next 2 weeks. So just keep a page in your journal and just jot down the things that come up for you that you feel, yeah, this is holding me back. I feel the weight of this. I'm ready to put this down. It could just be stalling on self-care as a Cancer. It's easier for you to take care of everybody first. But just maybe you could pick five self-care goals and then commit yourself to them. Okay. And so, yeah, also, if any of you would like to have a personal reading, or I do mentoring, I teach these things to people. It's what I love to do. In my tapping, I read cards first and then I record. It's all a detailed video where I read your cards and then lead tapping. It's just fantastic. And I do personal readings. I would love to read for you guys. So just follow the manifestfaster.com. Will take you right to my site, and be sure to take the quiz. Okay. That's great. See, you're already being called into that energy, Kayla. Okay, now the whole point of today, and some people want a reading like, well, when am I going to meet my soulmate? Or do you see me being single for 5 years? They'll ask questions like that. But to me, I'm thrilled when we do energetic connections to elements like the planets, and we allow ourselves to receive for ourselves. Because as you get connected to your intuition, you're going to make better decisions and it'll be easier to find someone. It's nice when you don't have to be so careful anymore, Kayla, and letting down your guard, but it'll only happen when you're ready. Cancer can always go back in the shell, right? Look at this beautiful card we have here, Kayla. I love that. Step into your power. These two go together so great. The first thing I'm aware of is that they're not the same color palette at all. It's very different, but like night and day, right? Night and day. But this is where I feel like you are going to be in service in healing, and you may already know what that is. I love how the divine feminine is expressed here. This is I just feel like I've got goosebumps right now. Maybe you do too, Kayla. But there is something coming your way that is really going to lift your spirits. The reconnection, right? Reconnecting with humans in a deeper way. I just have to pull this away and look more closely. I really don't know what that is she's holding. It might be a wand of some sort. But anyway, let's see what it has for you. Oh, another thing is all these orbs. I don't know if you're into fairies. I have a few fairy decks. I would love to pull cards for you guys with the fairy deck sometime, shall I? But it's just whenever I see those orbs, I think of fairies. So I think there's a lot of very playful energy here. And so that just is one of my symbols of don't take life too seriously and cut yourself some slack. I am connected to the earth and all the life around me. That gives me goosebumps. So let's change it into our affirmation. So hand on the heart, and everybody can do this, doesn't just have to be Kayla. And repeat after me. I am so happy and grateful now that I am connected to the earth and all life around me. Okay, now we're going to say it all together. I am connected, excuse me, I am so happy and thankful now that I know I am connected to the earth and all life around me. Bob Proctor is the one who taught me about I am so happy and grateful now that, and I've been tacking it on all my affirmations lately. So, Kayla, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for taking so much time and waiting patiently in line. I totally appreciate you. Yes. Oh, yeah. I love the fairy stuff. I thought I lost 3 cards of my fairy deck, and I was so disappointed, and they all showed back up again. So now I am much, much relieved. Okay, so next we are going on here. I wanted to say hi. I know somebody knew story time with Aunt Rose. Story time with Aunt Rose. I love that, Aunt Rose. I hope you're still here. I'm going to call you Aunt Rose. Okay. All right. We're all caught up. Hi, Katie. Welcome. Okay. So next we have Kate. No, we have Kayla. Kayla's finished. Now, Janice. Janice. Okay. Janice. Let's see what the at Janice is a client and friend, and so and she's a Cancer, and I love pulling cards when I have a relationship with people. You know, when people come every month for readings, it's really fun to watch their growth. I wish you could see the smile on my face. Big hug to you, Janice. Let's see now if the moon was reaching down and wanted to send you, Janice, a personal message. Is it possible it could be this? Beautiful. Let's take it in. Ah. So, Janice, there's no question that you are experiencing more flow of life, right? I mean, the progress that you've made on your house, on your career, and your love life, the 3 big ones, right? You've made progress in every one of them. I know that you're a fan of Thank and Grow Rich, you know, that fabulous book. We both got to meet Pam Grout, the author. If you guys haven't seen this book, you definitely want to pick it up. 30-day experiment in shameless gratitude and unabashed joy. And if you look at page 92, my name is in this book, you guys. Were you here earlier when I said that? Look at that. The author of this book, the author wrote a book called E Squared, and that book changed my life so much that I had to write to her and tell her. And the next thing I knew, she put me in the book. She put my story right in here. Not only that, but she put my website, and that was in 2016. And I still have people that find me. You never know what's on the docket from the universe. Trust me, you never know. Never give up. Okay, I'm sorry, I get a little commercial. Janice, so you are embracing the flow of life. You and I are partners in manifesting, and the 2 of us have seen ebb and flow, right? Ebb and flow. One of the mistakes we make is we get too wrapped up in the ebb. The ebb is when the tide goes out. It's not flowing, right? So when the tide goes out, it looks like dry land is there. It is dry land, but it used to be the floor of the ocean. Okay, every time the tide goes out, many yards, like can be 50 to 100 yards of land that is normally the flow of the ocean. So if you didn't know any better and it was your first time there, you could feel emotional and sad. Oh, the ocean went away, and now we're going to have to just have this land. But the reality is the cycle brings the flow back. So whatever you're trying to manifest, whether it's love or a new house or a career, who cares? Whatever it is. The fact is your path will ebb and flow, ebb and flow. You make progress like this, you don't go straight up to the top. So when things get down, Janice, Cancer, the energy is flowing to you from the moon to say, if you cannot feel the flow, don't engage with the ebb. Okay. If you can't see flow, look for it. Look for something flowing. Go to your bathroom and turn on the water and tell yourself, look at that water flow. Okay, because if you're stuck in looking at what's not there, the ebb, you will spiral downhill in a heartbeat. You are your own best friend. Your future self is right here cheering you on. You have consciousness that connects you to the divine. That's what I call your future self. And when you stay in flow of what's happening around you, you are much more likely to be connected. And when you are connected, you're going to make better decisions. Okay. I know that message is exactly what you needed to hear because the cards do all the work, right? Okay, let's just get our moon magic. And here is our moon magic card for you. And again, I'm just drawn to the fact that the color palette is radically different because we have the ice cold and the fire hot. Okay. So what that tells me for you, Janice, is don't let yourself swing to the extremes. You don't have to be in the Arctic Circle or on the surface of the sun, right? You can start to be in fine tuning of when you lose track of flow. You don't need it to be an inferno. When you step out of flow, the moon wants you to know, and me too, that it won't take long at all. And you'll catch it and you'll turn from the ebb and choose the flow. Let's see what the card says. I know myself deeply and find myself worthy. Yes, the more you flow, excuse me, the more you flow, the more you know, right? The more you flow, the more you know. True for everyone listening that we have so many clues. The universe is constantly leaving breadcrumbs for us to notice, to simply align ourselves with what's true and good and really live with a sense of joy and just be grateful for the breath you're taking, right? Okay. Kushbu is next and then Rachel. Hi, Laura. Sh- Is that me saying it? Lauren? Are you Lauren? Lauren. St. Christine. Oh, that's a cute name. Yes, Lauren. And Payu. Oh, hi, Payu. I didn't see you there. So Rachel, so Kushbu, Rachel, Aya, and Lauren. Okay. Oh, let me take a second. You know what, you guys, I'm just going to stand up and take a little break. We've been here for 101 minutes. Holy moly. So don't go anywhere. I'm just going to walk around a little bit and I'll be right back. It's holding your spot. I'll be right back, you guys. Ooh. Hey. Ah. And we are at Kushbu. Kushbu. Let's see. So today, what we're doing messages from the moon. So the moon is all Cancer season is all about self-love and self-care and good habits for the self. So when any of you are wondering about another person, if you're coming here to ask about another person, what we want to do is we want to feel our inner guidance. We want to know, is this good for us or not? And so the moon is in Cancer, right? Or excuse me. Yeah, the moon in Cancer is about equipping you to make really good decisions for yourself. Okay. So, Pushbu, with that in mind, let's see what we have for you. See, let me move this over. Full moon in Cancer. Look at that bright moon. Okay. Wow. I just love this picture. So you may be a Cancer, and for all my Cancers, isn't this just a beautiful card? Take a screenshot of this, you guys, on your phone, because this would be a great screen grab. Let your fears dissolve. Isn't that great, Janice? That's just so perfect. So right now we see this crab, and crabs are skittish animals. If they sense anything near them, they move quickly away, and they move in an unusual way. They move kind of sideways, and different behaviors for different types of crabs. Okay. But the thing is that they're so skittish. Okay. So, what this tells me is that some of the people who are watching, and then for Kabush, or excuse me, Kushbu, is being nervous, being anxious. Okay. So the first thing I want to say is, have you ever tried a heavy blanket? Sometimes resting under a weighted blanket can be a lifesaver for people who are highly anxious. For example, that is true of me. I've used a heavy blanket for years now, but actually, I hardly use it at all anymore. Um, Probably because I live alone with my dog, and so I get to choose what humans I spend time with, and so that's a long story I can talk about a different time. But for you, if you're feeling yourself being really anxious, you might wanna look into that, a heavy blanket. Also, tapping is very good for fears that are silly fears, things that you know better. When your confidence is low and everybody keeps telling you how good you are at something, but you don't feel good at the thing. You just feel like you're ill prepared and you're not as confident as you'd like to be. Oopsie, hold on. So I'm just looking. I am almost out of juice. Oh wait, I think I can get an adapter. Hold on, you guys. I found my little charger so I can put it on here. Oh, good. And it can stay a little bit longer. Okay. So we're at Kushbu. Um, yes, there is an act of will. There's a choice you can make to not be afraid. Okay. And tapping, meditation can help. Talking to a friend can help. Spending time in nature. But this month, this Cancer season, is a real opportunity for you, Kushbu, to address this and really to be proud of your achievements, be proud of who you are right now. You know what? It might be. This is a great exercise for everyone. Take out a piece of paper and write down 25 things that you're proud of yourself about. 25 accomplishments throughout your lifetime. 25 things. And if you can't think of some, if you run out of ideas, ask your loved ones what they think, what they notice that you achieved and that they're proud of you. Okay, so Kushbu, we have this beautiful card, dark and light. dark and light. It's like the light of that full moon is just brings an end to something that you're afraid of. So full moon, to come back and watch a reading because we're going to be talking about, we'll do some releasing. Every day I bring radical self-love to my mind, body, and spirit. Isn't that beautiful? Perfect for my cancers. Every day I bring radical self-love to my mind, body, and spirit. Okay, let's see who's next. Rachel. Hey, Rachel, I think you're, let's see, I think you told me going back just a little bit. Oh, Aunt Rose, are you here, Aunt Rose? No, seems to be going on actually. Oh gosh, you're meeting his family. Okay. Well, that certainly shows that things are going in the right direction, right? I mean, most people want to nurture and grow um, your connections, whether it's a friend or a beloved. It's like the whole idea is that relationships are not stagnant. They're not, like a stick of Palo Santo, just nothing but the stick. They've got all that connection juice there. So, okay, so let's see. Again, to play along, just imagine that you want the moon's perspective. If the moon could send you a note about this situation with your person, what would they want you to know? And then Pia is next, and then Lawrence. This is beautiful. It's a new moon energy. And so I think new moon is such a powerful time, Rachel, for putting out the intentions, right? We plant our intentions in the energy of the new moon, and then we release things that are no longer serving us when we're in the energy of the full moon. So, right now, the fact that you're stepping out to meet his family is really, or to meet their family, I don't know, but it's important, isn't it? It's something that is mindful, and it is a step. It's definitely a step towards um, more investment of your time and your heart. And so, opening up to the changes that are ahead is what this beautiful Cancer season is about for you. And I'm really grateful I can do this reading for you when you're going to be meeting them on Friday. Because what I'm aware of here is just these flowers that are pink. And it's so soft, right? There's just such a soft, beautiful energy here. And I feel like you are in this place of nurturing something that is blossoming. So it does seem like in your current situation that there's blossoming and it's just beautiful. It's full, right? So open up to change. What could the interpretation be? Well, the first thing I notice is that this looks like rocky cliffs. It reminds me of San Diego because San Diego's like that, where there's rocky cliffs and then there's growth at the bottom and at the top. And I mean, it's hard to see, but it looks like there's a castle way over here at the top of the hill. And so it doesn't look very user friendly, Rachel. Hold on a second. Oh my gosh. Oh, hold on. I just have to bump my, okay. It doesn't look, it doesn't look like how do you get there, right? And so it would make sense to me that you would be a little bit intimidated by, I think, of course, you're meeting new people, you care about the person, obviously, and you are committed. You're blossoming. You're like, okay, I'm doing this because to agree to meet family, it just, like I said, it puts you in a place of deeper investment. So I think opening up to change, being able to trust, right? That something is good here. Let's just say you're walking it out. You're like, you know what? I'm never going to be 100% sure of anything. Janice would say, absolutely. You're never 100% sure. But when you start to trust your inner guidance deeper and deeper, you make fewer and fewer errors of judgment. Course corrections are a big part of finding the path. And whoever it is that would be trying to get to this castle, it may seem easiest to go and climb right up here, but indeed, there may be a road that we're not seeing that goes all the way along the periphery and then travels to this castle. So nothing needs to be done today, right? Nothing needs to be done today. Just to trust where you are. Remember that your strength comes from plugging into your own personality, your own needs, especially now because you may be anxious. So set aside time to have a bath, or you could have some a bath bomb in there, or some herbs, even Epsom salt to just draw out any emotional toxicity and relax. If you've got a practice of yoga and journaling, I would dig in and do that for sure, and just take care of yourself and leave everything else to the side. One of the things that I like to do to create those affirmations, and the one that's coming to me right now is so happy and relieved now that I have peace of mind about the weekend. I like keeping things general because there's so much we don't know about what we're walking into, right? But you just want to have that peace of mind. So I am so grateful and happy now that I know I can access peace of mind whenever I want. I am so happy and grateful now that I'm sending out angels ahead of me for Friday. Whatever your imagination fills in there. Okay. And let's draw from the Moon Magic deck. And hi, Prudence. Yes, I would be happy to add you to the list. Okay, ooh, this is a pretty one. And I do feel like between now and the full moon, I think that it's a good idea just to keep some observational notes about where your energy is, Rachel. Notice if you spiral or if there's anything that's triggering, because what we're going to do here is there'll be things you need to release. And I think parts of your life, and Janice was a classic case because she had manifested being single for a long time. And so even now, after all these years of marriage, she still has habits that come out of single girl mentality. So I think that being open to change your vibe that way will be really helpful. But I think you're going to have some mindset ideas and maybe even some. Changes in your ideas about being in a couple that will come by time the full moon comes. Okay, so just when the full moon comes, just remember this reading. Beautiful. I have power and it is real. You can always rise above your nerves because you get to choose your thoughts, and learning how to focus on something that makes you feel better is what will always work. For some people, it's their pet, that when they think about their pet, they are never upset. Oh, it's a poem. Think about your pet and you'll never be upset. But or think about a place in nature that they like. Even running your wrists under cold water just to change your vibe, but claim peace of mind as your right. Oh, this is so cool. It's just a beautiful, beautiful reading. It's like the thing when it says, I have power. Even when you get into a couple, it's like each of you will still have your own lane because your person will go forward and have to just grow up and depend on their inner guidance. And then you will be adulting and developing your inner guidance. And when both of you guys are powerfully connected to your inner sense, the divine, you're going to be much better partners to one another than if you start to lean on each other or try to make each other be the soulmate. Remember, he's not your source and you're not his. Source is source. Okay. So even when you're in a couple, you need to have that sense of power over your own well being, the power to know you can take care of yourself, even in a couple. And congratulations. I'm sure there's people watching this reading right now who say, oh, I wish that was me. So carry that joy for everyone. Okay. All right, let's see. Thank you for being here, Rachel. Thank you for being so patient and waiting your turn. You guys are just awesome. Hi, Lamia. Okay, let's see here. So, Lauren, oh no, Pia. Are you here, Pia? And we have Lauren. Are you here, Lauren? Lauren and Pia. Hi, Mohendra. Okay, Prudence, are you here? So, do we have Pia, Lauren, or Prudence? Are you guys here? Okay. You guys, this has just been so fun. I've loved every minute of it. My heart has been touched by your stories and by your energy. So go ahead and use this day. If you would like a ritual for the new moon, all you have to do is email me at patternbreakertarot@gmail.com and I will send you a link to a ritual for the new moon tonight. Okay. I'll be back on Sunday. So Sunday, I will see you probably in the late morning, my time, like 11 o'clock, maybe 3 hours earlier. So go forth and prosper. I love you guys. Bye.